After a really busy weekend, it was time to put the Daleks back away in the shed. As you can see, we had a lot of props out, and now comes the fun of getting them all back away. So it's time to unload the Dalek. So first thing I'll do is, you can see that, I'll drive the van into the back alley. I have to open this gate and then back up so the van door's on the correct side, and then unload it under here, stack it, and then roll it in. It's not always the order that I'd like to do it, but at the moment this gate doesn't open inwards very fast, so we have to rely on that one, but that one only opens outwards into the laneway, so it's a little bit tricky. I'll leave this recording and I'll go and meet. Okay, the van's in position, so I'll start by getting the skirt section out of the side door, but that also means I have to unload a couple of other things first because it was really just crammed in when the event finished. Skirt's all out. I'm going to move that in the shed first, just because it's a less complicated move to try and get the lower section through. Then I'll undo the straps on the rear or the top section, bring that in, and I'll stack it back up in its corner nicely. And I'll show you quickly how I store them away as well. So I'll move the camera and crack on with that. So the top section comes out in two pieces, what we call the shoulders and the head. The head also has a neck piece, so I'll take them out top down and then reassemble them in the reverse order back over there on the base. So I'll go do that now. Head. This is the neck. These are the shoulders. In my experience, this section is the one that's most easily damaged. Number one, people think they can lift up by the appendages and then rods and things crack off or joints crack. Slats get pulled off, collars get pulled off because they're not supported when people grab them. And the other thing is, this is where most of the electronics lives. So wires get stood on, tangled up on things, snagged, broken. So this is probably the one that I always have to be the most careful with. Alright, I'll start by reassembling the Dalek in the reverse order. In the van, there's actually a special platform that the shoulders sit on, so the bottom collar, that's this band at the bottom, isn't resting on the ground and getting scratched up. But as it's a quick reassembly, I'm just going to try and do it without bumping into anything, and hopefully that works. I'll need to just reorient the base, and then I'll stack it up in the reverse order, hopefully without stuffing up too much on camera. There's a pair of non-mortising hinges on the back, and you saw me bob down there just trying to look to make sure those hinges are aligned, because I have pins in the toolkit that I can then put in, and that will secure the shoulders to the skirt. So I'll do that next. Extra fancy hinge pins made from old tent pegs. Now this next section can split into two. It's probably easier to set it up one piece at a time. Now that's done, some modesty. And the very last part is a mattress bag to go over the top. Now he's back into his spot. Put the rest of the shed back together and live happily ever after with a nearly empty van. So if you like this, please give it a thumbs up. If not, another button works fine as well. Thanks for watching.